Okay, everybody, what we're doing here tonight is from a leg press position, and you got him in a good Juji Gatame controlling situation here. And Steve's on top, Eric's on the bottom. What we're going to do is finish him if you can't get the arm lock, okay? And you know, Steve's trying and trying, and you know, Eric's offering really good defense, whatever. And yeah, it's just not working. So now let's switch to something else. Let's go to a triangle choke from this position. A lot of you guys know it, some of you don't. Those of you don't know it, you're going to learn it tonight. It's a cool move.
When you first showed this to me, I tried it up in St. Joe, and I was going against this demoing of this bigger guy, and we were doing this, and he said, "Oh, you know, that's fancy. Who's going to fall for this?" And then we were doing randori later that evening, and I suckered him right into it. He goes, "Oh, it works." So I can't get the arm press. You know, so nothing's working. So he has this room in here, Eric has this room, so I can just slip his leg right through here.
So the leg that's actually closest to his legs, that's across his body, you pop it up and slip it through. There you go.
And
okay.
Pull on him, and Eric's going to go with me because he doesn't want his arm bar. Boom. And you just form that pillow right there.
Press what?
And there's a double trouble move with the arm bar and the...
And you got the triangle choke and you got the Juji Gatame. Let's look at that again. So you got him leg press. Now watch, you make yourself, and look at with your left leg, you're kind of controlling his head. You're kind of being nice to him right now, but you kind of press it at first and then move it out slightly so you have room to work, don't you? Okay, now your right leg is filtered through. You roll back on your right hip, the hip closest to his hip, form your triangle. See that? Kick your leg over. And now when you finish him back down, you can end up right into a Juji. And you can choke him from that position as well. Okay.
Transition off your arm bar from when you're in the leg press position. You know, I've got his arms, I'm going after it, or I might be faking it, doesn't really matter. Get that in there, and usually when I do this, I'll come through and I get the back of his head, okay, because that's going to give me some space, okay. So as soon as this comes through, kick through, grab.
And there's a very tight triangle from there.
And I like it because his head's tight enough for me to get it behind it. Plus, when his head's forward, those carotids are already collapsed. You know, and being a smaller guy, a lot of times I'll get guys that are just, you know, fighting me real hard, and if they realize what I'm coming after when I'm here, you know, they're going to keep that head down and they're going to start turning into me. Well, if that's the case, you got no other choice but to pull that head and then do it. So if you're going to pull the head anyways, you might as well do it.
This is really even more workable in a no-gi situation.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're sweaty, and you can really get that left leg through there and really kind of needle it through there, you know, filter it through there.
There's like no resistance because the gi is not there, so you can literally just point your toe, slip through, and get it right there. And you know, if you can get him up enough, you bring that ankle under and you can finish it from here. If you can't, then you roll back just slightly to get the squeeze.
Now, one of our really good guys in past, Bill West, caught a number of guys with this move. What he did when he slipped through and he got the triangle and he formed all that, and he just rolled to the inside hip. He just rolled to in this case, his left hip, and he really put the crank on and really put it on the guy.
And most time the arm comes loose, and now you got the arm lock.
And you've got double trouble because, yeah, it's just figure that so you can see there. And you've got the double trouble, both the choke and the Juji Gatame. And that Bill was a Juji Gatame guy, and he liked that. That's really the reason he went for it, but if you get the choke, all the better.
I'm switching the view around because I'm going to be doing more to force the issue. A lot of guys aren't going to let me filter my foot through, okay? So unless you're pretty flexible and dexterous with your feet, you're not going to get it through there. So what I'll do usually is I'll be pulling this and trying to get it out. I'll use the hip grab that we usually do for the uppercutting and pulling it out to lever it free up this way.
You're right. Your left hand in this case is levered on your right thigh.
Right,
there you go.
right
I see
thigh.
it. Right. Okay.
And once I get it up here, if I can't pull it free, I'm going to take my foot and put that right there into his bicep, and that'll either give me the, you know, the grip break to finish, or that'll give me enough space to just pop through. And as soon as it's popped through, I keep my feet here, but then when I roll back, I catch right there. I wait until I'm all the way back before I let go of his head.
So your right knee is actually helping lift his head
Right.
as you roll back.
So I roll back, as soon as I get space, I push with that knee, and that creates a lot tighter grip. And if he's not tapping already, he taps pretty quick, or you just grab it.
It's so much fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you, not for the other guy. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, so there's your leg press. Okay. That helps create some space.
Push
You
through,
can- There you go.
lean this way, push his head up.
That's when you form that triangle, and you can roll back and get the tap out. And if he's a tough guy or just
Then you juke.
not particularly bright and won't tap out, you can still get the arm lock. So as Steve said, you can get some double trouble action there too if you get the juji and the tap out.
I'll usually stay on this hip, because otherwise if I come back here, you notice I don't have the squeeze anymore for the juji, even if, or sorry, for the triangle choke, even if I sit up. So as soon as I come back to a sitting position, I lose the choke. So stay on your hip pointed towards his knees or his feet. And that way you've still got the choke. You good? Yeah. Okay. You've still got the choke here while you're levering free, and you've got more than enough space to get the juji and the choke.
Okay, guys, so that is actually, it's a triangle choke, a Sankaku Jime from a leg press position.